Whether you're looking to buy a house, to start investing, or to build a business, it all circles back deep inside to the ambition many of us have of being financially free. In this video, we'll deep dive on financial independence and I'll share what financial freedom means to me in practice. Spoiler alert, I have a way to look into this so you can consider yourself financially free even as a normal person without being rich. If you're new here, my name is Mario, and on this channel I help people living in Europe to achieve financial independence. I have been focusing mostly on people living in Europe and in Denmark, but this video can be applicable honestly to everyone else in the world as well. The first thing I want to highlight is that financial freedom is a feeling. Financial independence is often seen as a hard target, a specific number in your bank account or your investment portfolio. However, I have come to realize that financial independence is more about a state of mind, a feeling of freedom and control of your life and choices. When you feel financially independent, you have the confidence to make decisions based on what you truly want rather to be driven by the financial necessity and have that make your decisions the way they need to be. And honestly, this is a crucial mind shift because 99% of us, if we're honest, we're not gonna be achieving the savings of 25 times our yearly expenses, at least not quickly. And again, that is the metric that the financial independence community, so the FIRE community, has set. Like, save 25% of your yearly expenses and then you're financially free. The reality, that is gonna be really hard. I can tell you, I thought I was gonna be getting there. The moment you add 2 kids to your family and you want to keep traveling as you did before, it's gonna be very hard. So in my context, I decided to take a step back, and instead of giving up on the pursuit of financial freedom, I have flipped the script and decided that I would consider myself and live myself as if I would be financially free if I would fulfill a set of conditions. These conditions are: in my job, do things I love doing at least 80 or even 90% of the time, having fun. In my job also, work hard, but not that long. At least not as an obligation. If I want to work more, yes, that's because I want to, but not because I feel obliged to work longer hours. Specifically, what I mean in practice is that if my boss tells me that, hey Mario, you need to work more hours, I basically can go back to him or her and tell him, you know what? No, I want to spend time with my kids, I want to spend time with my family, I can't work more. And be okay with it, be basically okay with the consequences of having a discussion like that. What this means in practice as well is that, the 2 things I just mentioned, is that I should be able to, without a hiss, if needed, to switch jobs and move to a job that pays me, 20, 30, even 40% less, but again, doing myself a favor of then having to work that less hours and working on something that I love. Again, ideally, I have a job that pays me a lot of money doing what I love without having to work a lot, but again, context matters. If I had to pick and choose with a gun on my head, I would go with a less pay. But in parallel, of course, I want to still splurge on the lifestyle I want. So I like to have my nice home, I like to have my short commutes, I like to have a lot of green close to me, I like to have nice technology, so like a nice computer, nice cameras and phones, and a lot of traveling. In 2024, I can say, and I'm happy that all this is in order. Basically, like, I feel that I'm in control of my financial situation. I still invest. So for example, I just got my bonus paid out a month ago and I transferred the whole bonus to my Nordnet account. So my whole bonus is being invested. So it's not that I stopped investing. So I'm still trying to work towards the financial freedom of these 25x numbers. But in parallel, I can say, okay, I am in a situation where I can basically live the life I want right here and now, the life I would want to have if I would really pursue this financial independence. My realization, in short, has been, like almost everything in life, that is about journey before destination. And my question to you, and a prompt to you to basically pause this video and think, is that what would it take, again, for you to have the same feeling of financial independence? I really recommend you deep dive into it. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing to the channel. This video is basically verbatim on a newsletter I sent a couple of weeks ago by email. So basically, I'm literally reading you the email here. If this resonates, if this type of content resonates with you, you should sign up for that as well. It's free and there's really no strings attached. I send 1 email per month, sometimes 1 every 2nd month. So no spam. Moving forward, what I want to tell you is like some tips that I have also used myself in the day-to-day to fast forward my journey towards financial independence. Starting with focus where you spend your money. And again, like, you will not have money for everything that you want, but however, spend your time and money in the things that you love doing. So for example, if you have something that you love, spend lavish on it. And that could be if you like your coffee, if you like your travel as I do, whatever. But again, you can spend big on that and be super thrifty on everything else. So be cheap on the things that don't really move the needle to your happiness. Again, this can sound obvious, but I can see myself when talking to people that a lot of people say they want to travel or they want to do X, they want to do Y, but then end up spending their money on something else. So again, there's a big dissonance. So spend your money on what you really want and want to do, love to do. What this means in practice is just look at my contrast. I really splurge on travel. So to the tune of 10,000 to 20,000 krona per month. So if you mensualize cost, and that's just for me. If you add my wife, then we have another 10 to 20,000 for the whole family. So that's a lot of money to spend on travel. But again, when you have 2 kids and you still want to go to places like Bhutan or to want to go to exotic locations as we do, that's the cost. And we are fully okay with it. But then when you put it into perspective, like when it comes to the other costs, I spend literally zero on transportation. I use my bike. Every once in a few months, I might rent a car to go somewhere. Sometimes I take the metro, but basically I spend zero on transportation. I don't spend on entertainment and I hardly eat out. So I don't have a TV in the house. There's no Netflix subscription. There's no Disney Plus subscription. Again, like the last time I ordered food even from Wolt was probably 2 months ago. We also spend relatively little on housing. So again, for perspective, it's not that I wouldn't love to receive more food into my house via Wolt, or that I wouldn't like to have a Tesla Model Y or X or one of those. I mean, it looks super cool. However, I know that in order to live the life I want to live, and in order to travel as much as I want, I needed to pick my battles, and I'm happy with the decision I took. But it was me in control of the decision and not circumstances. The next point I want to make is that in order to achieve financial independence, it's highly recommended that you have a side business or even a business as a whole. So I'm more convinced than ever now that in order to be mathematically and financially free, for most people, a business is the best path forward. Yes, of course, you can still work in a very highly paid job for many years. So if you're in Goldman Sachs for 10 years, you might be really well off, and especially if you enjoy it along the way. Or you might have bought Bitcoin like 10 years ago and a lot of money on it, then you might also be okay as well. But overall, for most people, if you want to achieve financial independence, you need to have those extra sources of income. In this case, I'm in a luxury position that I would be making these videos or I would be writing online even if I wouldn't make any money, because I have been doing this since 2009, and I can tell you for many years I made zero money for many years, and I still kept doing it because I enjoy it. But that said, and now that I do make money online, I want to highlight a few things. When you make money online, or you can be, making money online is just one of the easier ways to start a business. But when you have a business, you can have a situation where you earn money independently of your time. So for example, if I quit my job, I stop receiving my salary. If I take a 2-month long break from YouTube, my income will still be coming. I will still likely not make as much as I would do if I would be doing a lot of videos, but still, I will still, the income will not completely stop from one day to the other. One more thing about a business is that you can really expense stuff. So meaning you can buy stuff as a business expense. And this is crucial because then you can basically get a lot of tax advantage because you buy things with pre-tax income. When you buy a sweater with your money after your salary, you have already paid sometimes even 50% of that to the state. And then you need to pay up 25% whenever you buy something as a VAT on top of that. So you're basically being smacked by taxes the whole way. When you're a business, you can buy something with your pre-tax income before the company pays company taxes, and then also you can deduct the VAT on your own sales. So again, that's how I can also with my business buy a camera or buy a nice computer, because then of course, so long as the business uses them to create value, as it is the case, then it's something that you can do. And of course, you can always have the business pay out to you, but again, in the case of Denmark, the taxes are so high to receive that money as a personal income that you might want to keep them in the business. But just know that that's an option, and especially in cases like the US, the rules and regulations are so good that you basically, it's a no-brainer to have your own company. Now, building a business is not for everyone. I understand that not everyone can or want to build a business, and that's absolutely fine. Just know that if you want to achieve financial independence, especially in the mathematical way, this is the way to go. And again, just be okay with it. If you want to learn more about building an online business, the way I did it myself over now 15 years or so, there's gonna be a link down in the video description to an online course which is absolutely free via email, where I give you 10 of my biggest lessons. The last point I want to highlight about financial independence is that in order to achieve financial independence, to speed up your movement in that direction you should surround yourself with like-minded people, meaning that with people that want to achieve financial independence and that are working towards achieving financial independence. The reality is that 99% of the people that you know or that you will know are not financial independent. or at least they don't feel so. And the hack here is to surround yourself with people that are financially independent or are serious about wanting to do that. Because after all, as I say, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself the most. And in this context, I recommend you to join my Financial Independence Accelerator, and it's work in progress. We're building this on the basis of your feedback. There's going to be a link down in the video description, but it's basically a community that I'm hosting and building where we work together to achieve financial independence. We have an exclusive forum, we have one-on-one connects, we have monthly connects as a group, and we have a special, basically I built a vault of exclusive videos that are just for the people that want to achieve financial independence this seriously. Now, a personal update. As I told you, this video is based on my newsletter, and in my newsletter I always write a short personal update, so here it is. Some few things that might not be related to financial independence, but because this is the purpose of this video, is to basically tell you about what I have been sharing in the newsletter, I just go through them. Number one is a cool tech I have been trying. I have been playing a lot with AI for a while, and as much as I love ChatGPT, there's something called Claude Free, so Anthropic Cloud like the name. This model is super good, so basically it can help me write a lot of really good YouTube scripts for my videos. So basically I have uploaded a lot of my own scripts that I wrote myself and tell it write in this style things that are similar. Even though it's a subjective feeling, I can't scientifically prove that it's great than this. The videos I have been doing or the scripts that has been helping me write is better than when I would be hiring someone to write the videos for me. So again, this is super good and I'm really impressed about what it can be done, and I'm always trying new things. Second thing as well that I have been doing over the past month is to level up my security and backups. So I have it to decided to basically level up that whole part of my life. And in short, I have backed up into 2 SSDs. So those are the hard drives that you can see, like these ones here. I have 2 of them where basically I have downloaded all my photos and all my stuff. And not just one, but 2, because if one breaks, I have another one. Sometimes I keep them in 2 separate places. They are both in sync. Each time I connect them both to the computer. They don't cost much. And on top of this, just in case, because it's good to have the physical drives backing up things, I also have a cloud drive with Blackbase that basically, like for $100 a year, you have unlimited data and you can just basically back up your whole computer, which is again good insurance. It's one of those things that you hopefully never need. I hopefully never need to have 2 hard drives, but again, the upside is, I mean, the cost is so low compared to the potential downside that you are mitigating. So it's good to have. And if you have any new tool or system that you have been checking that you want to recommend, let me know. Now, as I do also sometimes in these newsletters, I share about my travel updates. Many of you that only watch me on YouTube have heard that I travel a lot. So what I wanted to share is that we have made it to Bhutan. So that was my country number 140. And we were in India for Easter and it was great. Again, I was a bit wary at the beginning of taking 2 small kids. So there are 4 and 2 soon, both. And to both go to places like Bhutan and hiking up to this tiger's nest, which is amazing. That was really nice. And of course, like hot tip when you travel with kids to exotic locations is that you need to sometimes cancel the museum visits and go to the basically local indoor playground as we did. But again, like it's really fun that we can still go to exotic locations like this with small kids. Now moving forward, did also some small short trips around Europe, in France, Estonia, and now we're gonna be going to Norway for 2 weeks, all the way to North Cape, and also sailing all the way to Svalbard if all goes well, which is these islands basically close to the North Pole. So hopefully seeing some polar bears and some walruses over there. That's a lot of exciting things happening. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate it. It's always fascinating to me that I can reach out to now thousands of people with my email list, and now with this YouTube channel, like over 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely sick. It's amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this more of a personal video. Click here if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, and if you want to hear more about financial independence and my views on financial independence, check this video over here. Thanks for watching.